Well, hello again. Hello to all the people in the process forum that are not more Waluigi. Hello to Ryu, Click Me, Her Anonymous Book, TF Viewer, Awesome, Lord Keep, who makes this all possible, all the people watching me in YouTube, and everybody else who isn't more Waluigi. So, here's okay. First of all, I just saw Solomon Kane, so I guess I should say what I thought of that movie. And well, I hated it. I like it because Solomon Kane. I never read the books or the Marvel comic books, but from the trailers I got the feeling that Solomon Kane was a man of gold, a man who fought witches, demons, and the forces of darkness in the name of God. So in the movie he said and I started watching the movie. At one point he says, when in a scene when they are fighting demons. They are fighting demons in inside mirrors, and he says there are no the only demon in here is me, and that's when that's when I will quit. A man of gold does not say the only demon in here is me. The only demon in here is me. That's not what a man of God says. Someone who fights for God, who braves the force of darkness and sheds blood in the name of God, does not say the only demon in here is me. That's not what a man of God says. And that's all. That's all that what I think. So yeah. Since I have nothing else to say about that movie, I thought I could talk about the upcoming releases, or at least what are the upcoming releases in my country. Remember, I'm from Latin America. I'm not from the United States. We sometimes get movies a lot later than you guys. So let's see. There's all these movies, or at least half of these movies, I'm probably gonna see later and give a more detailed review. Megamind, what do I think of, or what do I think of those? First, there's Megamind, and that movie had a lot of promise with its premise of a supervillain that is Megamind and a superhero that is Metro Man locked in an eternal battle until the villain Megamind kills the hero Metro Man. But then that's at least what I got from the plot on IMDb, on Wikipedia, and the first trailer. But then I saw another trailer when they revealed that Metro Man wasn't dead after all. He just, survived and faked his death. And that's a cheat, I don't think I'm gonna like Mega Man. I'm probably gonna see it, but I'm not gonna like it. So I don't think it's gonna be very good because they should have stuck with the original premise. They should have Metro Man die, and then the rest of the movie should have been Mega Man dealing with the consequences in a humorous and sort of dramatic fashion. Whereas there's Little Focus, I think that movie, has a lot of promise. Unlike some movie series like, Resident Evil or Transformers, the Fokker series actually gets better with each passing movie. The first one was just good, and the second one was just brilliant. So this is gonna be awesome. And just seeing the focus and the burn, seeing Ben Stiller, Robert De Niro, Dustin Hoffman, and Barbara Streisand all in the same movie together again. It's gonna be nice. And this portrait of uh, Greg and Pamela having a son, giving a grandson to Bernie and to Robert De Niro, or his name is Jack, that has a lot of potential. Well, there's Tron Legacy, and I think that also has the potential to be very good. Disney lately has this thing when they release a really shitty animated movie and an awesome live action movie. Nowadays, they, like in the 90s, there was a renaissance of Disney animated movies, and now we're living in the renaissance of the Disney live action movies. This is a great time for the Disney live action movies, and this is one of them. This is, after all, the sequel to Tron, and this movie gained a cult following. And only, let's face it, only genuinely good movies get a cult following. I didn't see the original Tron. I haven't seen the original Tron, but everybody who has seen it says it's a good movie. So assuming the sequel will be just as good. It's just sort of confusing that thus far in any of the trailers we haven't actually seen Tron. We haven't seen the title character, Bruce Boxleitner's character. We've seen Alan Bradley, but we haven't seen Tron, and that's not right. Well, so if this year's awesome Disney live action movie is Tron Legacy, then you might be wondering which is the shitty animated movie. I think that that title belongs to Tangled. Tangled is gonna be awful. Another anti-feminist, archaic, retrograde princess movie with an anti-feministic princess that just sits around and waits for a big, strong man, a dashing prince to save her, and just has no dreams or hopes other than marrying a prince. Like Bella Swan, but in an animated fairy tale context. And some people that I will not name in another forum that is not a process that I will not name claim that Princess Rapunzel is badass. She's not. She, for what I've seen, all she does is just conk the Prince Flynn in the head with a frying pan, and that's not badass. Badass is machine gunning an entire army of zombies. Badass is kung fu your enemies, using kung fu and martial arts to beat the shit out of your enemies. Badass is being able to, since you are the grow into giant size and stepping on your enemies. Beating the shit out of your enemies with strength and skill and intelligence. Conking someone in the head is not badass. Princess Rapunzel is not badass. She's a fucking Looney Tune. She's the same anti-feministic princess character as Cinderella and Snow White. So just because she did that, just because she's a slapstick, that doesn't make her badass. I know the trailers really have a great Shrek vibe to it, but the Shrek movies really pulled off the wall spoofing fairy tales thing. They had this anti-Disney attitude that Disney cannot replicate in any form. Fiona really was badass. She actually used strength and skill to defeat her enemies. So yeah, it's not gonna turn out to be very good. What else? Devil. Devil hasn't been released in my country yet, so that movie, for me, it's a return to form for Shyamalan after The Last Airbender. Going back to what he does best, what he should that he should still do. Paranormal thrillers with personal drama with a twist. I think he should just stay with that and forget about the cartoon adaptations. Uh, then there's Gulliver's Travels. So yeah, for the people at the process or the people at Shantes City, who I guess may also be watching this, there's really not much in the way of Shantes. In There's not gonna be much in the way of Shantes in Gulliver's Travels. If you're a shrinking woman lover, a shrinking man lover, there's gonna be plenty of those thanks to Lilliput. But for the Shantes part, no, no. I haven't even seen one single iota of a scene in Broad Lignac, and I check YMDb, Gloom Down Ditch or whatever. She doesn't seem to be in this movie, and the only notable female in Brognian is a fucking 10-year-old, and I mean, even in Alice in Wonderland, Alice is usually depicted as a teenager, so was there's gonna be Shoggy Bear. Shoggy Bear seems to be pretty good. They really, unlike other cartoon to movie adaptations, unlike other cartoon TV shows to movie adaptations, this one follows the plot of the cartoon pretty closely. They didn't add anything. They didn't add anything. They didn't fuck up anything. I heard, and this is probably not gonna matter to me because I'm from Latin America, so the movie's probably gonna be dubbed. But I heard Dan Aykroyd and Justin Timberlake, and they really imitate the voices of Shoggy and Boo perfectly. Was then there's the Chronicles of Narnia, the Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Also, it looks pretty good. Pretty decent. It seems pretty, like, sort of childish. The other two movies, paradoxically, while being made by Disney, they were a lot more, more mature, more epic, action-oriented, sort of like The Lord of the Rings. This one has this cheesy, kid-friendly vibe, and they bring back the White Witch, in memories. And I don't know why they keep doing that. Why they keep wasting Tilda Swinton's time if her character is not supposed to be in the books? Why can't they just let Tilda Swinton rest until they finally make a Magician's Nephew movie? Just wait till the Magician's Nephew movie. Don't try to cram the character in every single Narnia movie where she doesn't belong. Yeah, I also don't like that the fact that they recast Creepy Chip. I'm gonna miss Eddie Izzard. Well, what am I missing? Well, then there's the Green Hornet. That's the last one I promise. So the Green Hornet looks, I don't know, it looks like there's more like a spoof of the TV series than an adaptation, like they're parodying the series rather than making a movie out of it, like Starsky and Hutch that sort of spoof the TV series instead of translating it to the big screen, Why they would cast Seth Rogen as the Green Hornet is beyond me. Why